In a nutshell, Ibn Arabi's teachings revolve around Tawhid, the Quranic emphasis that the true reality lies solely in God, and everything else is dependent on Him.
Speaking of the Quran upon which Ibn Arabi bases his teachings, it is crucial to know Ibn Arabi's perspective on the Quran. If you like this video, please like and share, and please subscribe to this channel if you are interested to explore Ibn Arabi more. You can also help me out monetarily, but no pressure to do that.
According to Ibn Arabi, God has revealed three types of books to humankind, namely the Holy Quran, the book referred to as the cosmos or the macrocosm, and the book known as the human being or the microcosm. This understanding is based on one Quranic verse which states,
"We shall show them our signs upon the horizons and within themselves till it becomes clear to them that it is the truth."
In a broad sense, the term Quran is commonly thought to literally mean recitation. Challenging the conventional understanding, Ibn Arabi points out that, by delving into the word's roots, it becomes evident that one literal meaning of Quran is jami, indicating the meanings of comprehending, bringing together, or gathering.
Quote, "The Quran is a book among other books, except that only the Quran possesses all comprehensiveness."
The understanding that the meaning of the Quran is all-comprehensiveness leads us to other key terms that also have the same meaning, that is, the cosmos, the perfect human, and the name Allah. The name Allah is referred to as al-Ism al-Jami, the all-encompassing name, as it encompasses the essence of every divine name and signifies the singular reality to which each of them points.
While we know that everything serves as signs of God, only the cosmos as a whole, the perfect human, and the Quran can be considered explicit manifestations of God, the all-encompassing.
The cosmos holds the comprehensiveness, as it encompasses everything except God. In addition, the perfect human being, al-Insan al-Kamil, is referred to as the all-encompassing being, al-Cowan al-Jami, the comprehensive expression and embodiment of the cosmos, or the comprehensive book. This is because, as the miniature outcome of the divine command kun, the perfect human contains within himself all the expressions spoken by the breath of the All-Merciful.
Furthermore, in a specific context, the perfect human is none other than the Prophet Muhammad, who has been bestowed with encompassing words.
Quote, "The prophet praises the Lord through the Quran as the one that gathers all praises. That is why the Quran is referred to as al-Quran, or the gatherer."
Therefore, his Sharia encompasses all previous Sharias. God has granted Muhammad the mother of the book, which gathers all holy scriptures. The meaning of the Quran as the gathering of all the attributes of God is also reflected in the Prophet Muhammad as the perfect human, al-Insan al-Kamil, as a perfect and clear mirror that reflects all the names and attributes of God. Furthermore, the Quran has manifested itself in the personality of Muhammad, so it is said that the character of the Prophet is like the Quran.
Quote, "God says, and truly thou art of an exalted character." When Aisha was asked about the character of Prophet Muhammad, she replied, "His character is the Quran." She said like that because Muhammad possesses a unique character that encompasses all exalted characters. God describes this character as mightiness, just as he describes the Quran in his words, the mighty Quran. So, the Quran is his character. Whoever among the followers of the Prophet who never had the chance to meet him desires to see him, let him look at the Quran. When one looks at the Quran, there seems to be no difference between looking at the Quran and looking at the Prophet. It is as if the Quran appears in the form of a body named Muhammad bin Abdullah bin Abdul Muttalib. The Quran is God's words and his attribute. Therefore, Muhammad in his entirety is the attribute of God. Whosoever obeys the messenger obeys God, because he does not speak out of caprice, and he is a truthful speaker.
Here we can see that the character of the Prophet is like that of the Quran, because it encompasses all the attributes of God within him. Therefore, according to Ibn Arabi, anyone who wants to follow the example of Muhammad must adhere to the teachings of the Quran, which simultaneously means following God's will. And anyone who wants to see the figure of Muhammad should look to the Quran, which at the same time means seeing God. If someone wants to meet Muhammad, he should meet the Quran, which at the same time means meeting God. And anyone who wants to love Muhammad should love the Quran, which at the same time means loving God. In Ibn Arabi's perspective, although the three books, the cosmos, the Quran, and the perfect human are distinct. From a certain viewpoint they are identical, and their essence is one. Thus, what exists in the Quran is in the macrocosm. What exists in the macrocosm is in the Quran. What exists in the macrocosm is in the microcosm. What exists in the microcosm is in the macrocosm. What exists in the Quran is in the microcosm, and what exists in the microcosm is in the Quran. These are the fundamental correspondences in Ibn Arabi's understanding of divine speech, where each entity, that is, God, the cosmos, the Quran, and the perfect human, shares the attribute of all comprehensiveness. Each entity embraces the others according to its unique mode of existence. From this perspective, al-Haq's act of creating the cosmos and revealing the Quran sets the stage for the realization of human perfection, a central theme in Ibn Arabi's works. The perfect human, exemplified by the Prophet Muhammad, serves as the fully actualized microcosm, a comprehensive form of God. This perfect human actively and consciously encompasses all names and attributes of God, the cosmos, and the Quran. In contrast, the macrocosm is also a comprehensive form of God, but passively shows the articulated words within the breath of the All-Merciful in a diverse and indefinite manner. And the Quran is the revealed ontological and spiritual perfection of human beings expressed in language. For those who have not attained perfection, the Quran provides the path to strive towards it.
Quote, "In relation to the revealed books and scriptures, the Quran is like human in relation to the cosmos, for it is the comprehensive totality of the books, and human is the comprehensive totality of the cosmos, so the two are brothers. And by human I mean the perfect human, who is none other than he upon whom the Quran has been sent down in all its respects and relations."
Ibn Arabi discerns a clear identification of the Quran's perspective on unity and multiplicity at once through its two primary designations: al-Quran, that which brings together, and al-Furqan, that which separates. As Quran, the book embodies the all-encompassing unity of the real wujud, while as Furqan, it reveals the multiplicity in the whole existence. The perfect human has this same complementarity, allowing them to perceive things with both eyes. The Quran eye is associated with imagination and comprehensiveness, grasping the similarity, tashbih, and the presence of the real wujud in all things. On the other hand, the Furqan eye is linked to intellect and discernment, recognizing each thing as distinct from al-Haq and everything else.
Quote, "He who stops with the Quran inasmuch as it is a Quran is a possessor of one eye that is unitary in all comprehensiveness. When he stops with it inasmuch as it a comprehensive totality, for him it is a Furqan. When I tasted this latter affair, I said, this is allowed, that is forbidden, and this is indifferent. The doctrines have become variegated and the schools diverse. The levels have been distinguished, the divine names and engendered traces have become manifest, and the names and gods have become many in the cosmos."
The meaning of the Quran as a gatherer can also be found in Ibn Arabi's discussion on the reconciliation of two opposing attributes of God: tanzi, incomparability or transcendence, and tashbih, similarity or immanence.
In this context, Ibn Arabi explains the distinction between the Quran and the Furqan in the context of the call undertaken by Prophet Noah concerning Tanzi and Tashbih.
Quote, "If Noah had combined the two calls to his people, they would have answered him. They, those who know God, understand that the people did not respond to his call only because his call separated, Furqan, between the transcendent and the immanent aspects of al-Haq, whereas one should combine the two aspects, Quran, and not separate Furqan them. Whoever holds a combination of the two aspects does not pay attention to separation even if he is in a state of separation, because the combination includes the separation and not vice versa. For this reason, only Muhammad and this community, which is the best community singled out for people, were distinguished by the Quran."
In Ibn Arabi's specific terminology, the concept of tanzi without tashbih, as advocated by Noah, is referred to as Furqan, signifying separation or distinction. This separation denotes the radical distinction between al-Haq and al-Khalq, creation, or between the principles of tanzi and tashbih. In this context, separating implies a profound and uncompromising division, distinguishing the aspect of unity from the diversified self-manifestation of al-Haq. Furqan, therefore, entails an absolute and thoroughgoing practice of tanzi, characterized by an unwavering commitment to incomparability that tolerates no hint of similarity. Meanwhile, in this context, the term Quran serves as a gatherer or unifier of tanzi and tashbih. It indicates that God is far beyond the cosmos and human being, yet simultaneously close and inseparable from them. God is distinct from the whole cosmos and human being, yet at the same time bears a resemblance to them. It is indeed true that God is unknowable and incomparable, but this unknowable aspect of God is the way God is in himself, without considering his relationship with the cosmos. As soon as we contemplate the relationship between God and the whole cosmos, namely the ontological relationship between the Lord and the servant, creator and creation, we understand that the existence of God encompasses everything. This is what is meant in the sense of tashbih.
Using our Furqan eye, we can never know God. Hence, we have to use our Quran eye. So the way to know God is through his three manifestations: the cosmos, the perfected human soul, and the Quran.
The vastness of the cosmos makes it too intricate to fully comprehend, and the depths of the human soul are too mysterious to completely explore. According to Ibn Arabi, the soul is an endless ocean, and knowledge of it is boundless. Only the Quran and its embodiment in the Sunnah, referring to the actions and teachings of Prophet Muhammad, can provide the equilibrium of tashbih, similarity, and tanzi, incomparability, necessary for people to transcend their limitations and attain perfection. Those who achieve this state are known as the realizers. They alone bring realization into fruition, which involves, among other things, fulfilling the prophetic command to give each thing that has a rightful due its rightful due. These perfected humans are then called Ahl al-Quran, the folk of the Quran, who, according to a hadith, are the folk of Allah and his elect. They are named the folk of Allah due to their comprehensive nature rather than any other divine name.
Thank you very much for watching. See you.